What this means is simple but powerful. Ibrahim Traoré looked at a resource that everyone else ignored, the donkey, and asked, why can't this be the key to our progress? Around the world, people often make fun of donkeys, calling them weak or useless. But in reality, they are extremely valuable, especially in Africa. Donkeys are essential for carrying water, transporting goods, and supporting rural life. But here's the twist, their demand goes far beyond just daily use. In places like China, donkey skins are worth a fortune. They're used to make a traditional medicine called a jiao, believed to improve health, energy, and even beauty. The global demand for donkey skins and related products is so high that supply can't keep up. Millions are imported every year, but it's still not enough. Traoré saw this hidden opportunity. Instead of letting foreigners exploit the trade or villagers sell donkeys for little money, he wants Burkina Faso to control it. His plan is to breed donkeys on a massive scale, build industries around them, and export not just animals, but valuable products like skins, meat, and medicine ingredients. For a small, landlocked country with no access to the sea and limited industries, this could be a game changer. Donkeys might actually bring in millions of dollars, create jobs, and give Burkina Faso something new to stand on. So the idea is not just about animals. It's about vision, about turning what the world laughs at into a tool for dignity, wealth, and national pride. For decades, foreign aid came into Burkina Faso. Foreign companies mined the gold, took the cotton, and drained the land. Yet the people remained poor, living with the same struggles year after year. Then came Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a soldier, a revolutionary, and most importantly, a man who refused to believe that his country must stay dependent forever. The world expected him to focus only on gold, or to spend all his energy fighting insurgents. But Traoré saw something no one else did, an opportunity hidden in the most underestimated animal in Africa, the donkey. The story goes back to a visit Traoré made to Europe. He was attending an economic summit in Italy. During a formal dinner, a waiter placed a glass of milk in front of him. He took a sip and instantly noticed something different. It was smoother, lighter, almost refreshing. Curious, he asked, "What kind of milk is this?" The host smiled and replied, "This is donkey milk." That answer shocked him. Donkey milk? In Europe, people were not only drinking it, but praising it as something precious, nicknamed liquid gold. He soon learned why. Donkey milk is rich in protein, packed with vitamins, and believed to have healing properties. It's used in medicine, in high-end cosmetics, and even served in luxury restaurants. A single liter can sell for hundreds of dollars. And in some countries, cheese made from donkey milk is considered one of the most expensive foods in the world. That night, Traoré couldn't stop thinking. Back home in Burkina Faso, donkeys were everywhere, pulling carts, plowing fields, wandering dusty streets. Most people ignored them, insulted them, and thought of them as good for nothing but carrying loads. But now he knew, hidden in plain sight was a resource worth millions. But this raised a question: if Europe valued donkey milk so highly, why was Burkina Faso blind to the treasure already walking through its villages? When Traoré returned home, he immediately gathered his advisors and researchers. "Study donkey milk," he ordered. "Tell me everything it can do." The results shocked everyone. The research showed that donkey milk could strengthen the immune system, treat skin problems, help children who were allergic to cow's milk, and even slow down the effects of aging. And it didn't stop there. Around the world, especially in Paris, London, and New York, luxury industries were selling cosmetics, soaps, creams, and serums made from donkey milk for staggering prices. The global elite were literally bathing in it. Meanwhile, Burkina Faso had millions of donkeys, yet almost no recognition of their value. So Traoré made a bold decision. He would industrialize donkey farming. He would set up processing factories to pasteurize, package, and export the milk. He would train farmers in modern techniques to increase production while keeping the animals safe and healthy. And most importantly, he would brand Burkina Faso's donkey milk not as a joke, but as Africa's own liquid gold. But for Traoré, this wasn't just about business. It was about politics, about dignity, about revolution. It was about proving to the world that even something as overlooked as a donkey could be turned into a symbol of strength and prosperity. Traoré stood before his people and said, "Yes, we have gold in our soil, but we also have gold walking among us. What others mock, we will transform into wealth." Not everyone believed him. The elite scoffed. "Donkeys will not save this country," they said. Foreign corporations whispered that his project was unrealistic. Some even lobbied against it, afraid that a successful donkey industry in Africa would threaten their own profits. Critics called it foolish, a distraction from serious industries like mining. But Traoré refused to back down. He pushed forward with determination. Factories were built. Farmers received training. Women, who had traditionally been the caretakers of donkeys in rural villages, were placed at the center of new cooperatives and cosmetic production. This was not just about profit, it was about empowerment. And Traoré went further. He linked the revenues directly to social progress. "Every liter of exported donkey milk," he promised, "will return as light in our homes, as books in our children's hands, and as medicine in our clinics." What many dismissed as a joke was now becoming a movement, an economic revolution built on dignity, self-reliance, and the most underestimated animal in Africa. The pressure grew. International rivals tried to sabotage shipments. Lobbyists spread rumors that donkey milk was unsafe. But Traoré fought back with intelligence and strategy. He secured international health certifications, partnered with Asian distributors, and told Africa's youth, "This is your revolution. What they laugh at will feed you." And then, the results came, and they were breathtaking. Villages that had lived in darkness now glowed at night with solar panels funded by donkey milk revenues. Farmers who once sold cotton for pennies now earned more than they had ever imagined. Women, long without income, were running cooperatives, producing soaps and creams that were shipped overseas. Children studied under electric light, their parents filled with pride, finally believing in a future beyond poverty. The world began to notice. European luxury stores stocked Burkina creams. American pharmacies tested donkey milk supplements. Middle Eastern spas imported soaps labeled pure from the Sahel. What had started as a bold experiment became a thriving multi-million-dollar export industry. And the donkey itself, once mocked as stubborn and stupid, was transformed into a national treasure. Fed better, cared for, even insured, the donkey was no longer a burden. It had become a lifeline. By 2025, Burkina Faso's donkey milk project was hailed around the world as a model of grassroots innovation. International experts marveled. Here was a nation with no oil, no gas, and no ports, yet it had built wealth from something everyone else ignored. African leaders praised Traoré's vision, urging their own nations to rethink their hidden resources. The press called it the donkey revolution. Traoré simply called it common sense. "For years we waited for foreign aid," he said, "while wealth was grazing in our backyards. The donkey they despised is the donkey that now feeds our nation." And the lesson? True greatness doesn't always come from oil wells, skyscrapers, or armies. Sometimes, it comes from vision, the courage to see value in what others overlook. Ibrahim Traoré proved that even a humble donkey can carry the weight of a nation's rebirth.